I'm in my zone. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watch, I'm doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watch, I'm doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone.
I've been talking in my sleep. I'm running deep, training till dusk. I've been playing hard to beat. I feel the heat, it's never enough. I was waiting till the sky falling. Had my back till I could hear my calling. To the bottom, feel me in the drumming. To the flames, we're champions of rise. The arena, destiny is calling. Like the fire, victory is rolling.
Hey, Josh, this team stinks, dude. This team stinks.
You look like a disappointed father.
It's baffling. I don't know what to say. I'm tired. It's one of those things where, what did we talk about last game? What did we talk about? The same team needs to come and play. You know what would have been more entertaining? Skating out in the middle of the ice and just taking a big old hot steaming pile of poop. That would have been a better game. What are you laughing at?
No, just that visual of a bunch of hockey players trying to play hockey with a steaming pile of poo.
That's basically what happened tonight. So, yeah thanks for everyone joining
tough.
us. This is the Penguins Collective Podcast. We appreciate you joining. We go live after every single Penguins game, even terrible ones like we just witnessed. We go live on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Twitch, and we live tweet during the game. We have a Discord. We do the whole thing. We come in and we try to produce, Josh. We come in, we do our jobs. Penguins, on the other hand, absolutely not. But the whole point of the Penguins Collective is to hear from you. We want to hear what you have to say. Who cares what a couple of stooges just say after a Penguins game? We want to hear what you have to say. So make sure you come on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, or X and comment. Comment below. We see your comment. We'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. But Josh, real quick, how do you feel? How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I expected a loss, to be honest. But realistically, not in this fashion. This was a bad way to lose. And everything looked bad. I'm trying to think of a silver lining that I can walk away with in this game, but I got nothing. I don't have a single thing that I can think of that we can say, yes, this performed well. The only thing I can think of is penalty kill. The penalty kill performed...
Yeah, but it's because we were taking so many bad penalties.
Yeah, no, I know. You can think of... That's what I'm saying. Like, everything can be spun negatively tonight. Like, it was that bad across the board.
True.
So, yeah,
Josh,
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Trinity shot. Penguins win it!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
We're a collective.
Yeah, let's quickly get into it. Did the Pens win, Josh?
No.
Okay, thank you. Oh wow.
There's like...
Why is it all cursive? Oh, because it's
There's like a crazy delay, and I'm really sorry.
Oh no, you're good. There's a Christmas theme, Josh.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's just cursive. I want...
Yeah.
Give
well,
me
remember they did that with
coming down.
they did that with Halloween too.
I want to see if we could also throw this. Oh, that is just annoying to look at. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, no thank you.
Anyway, did the Pens win? No, they didn't. Colorado was the better team. Let's talk about that. Clearly, like you said, we both agreed probably going to lose this game.
Yeah.
Probably going to lose. Even if we played the way we did against Florida. Oh, sorry, not Florida. Florida we lost.
Toronto?
Sorry. Toronto. Even if we played against Toronto, which was really good, you want to see the same team compete against this really good Colorado Avalanche team. This Colorado Avalanche team didn't have all their people. Okay?
Yeah, but they had their top dogs.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, trying to poke holes into their their crap coming in town. Penguins did not do anything. I do not know how they prepped for tonight's game, if they did at all. Just downright horrible play from defense, and I mean horrible, worse than what we've seen before. The defense just getting caught repeatedly, standing still. Jari, hey Josh, can I say Jari sucked tonight? Can I say that? Because he did.
He had a bad game.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Bad game.
We're not doing this. We're not. We're absolutely not. He was bad in the beginning of the season, and now he's right back to where he was. Remember, we talked about the Minnesota Vikings. We talked about how the fraud status gets thrown on a team because they had slight success, but in reality, they're a bad team. That is the Pittsburgh Penguins right now. That is Jari. Josh, the second shot on net hit him right here on the bicep and went in. Now, granted, it is from Nathan MacKinnon, so I'm sure it had some little spice on it, okay? But it's his glove hand. And he decided, okay, when you're a goalie, they teach you, right? Face the shot, put your glove hand out, okay? The puck came in, and he raised his shoulder and tucked the glove in. I'm trying to be as descriptive as possible for our audio listeners, Josh.
Yeah, no worries. You're good.
So he's tucking in the glove. Now, the open hand facing his chest, and it hits his bicep and goes in.
Chicken wing.
He chicken winged it. And I'm just like, dude, what? Like, that was, first of all, yes, Nathan MacKinnon, but also, you're the starting goaltender of an NHL franchise. Okay? Just catch it. You know, like I don't, and I know it's easier said than done, obviously. But when it's the second shot on net and that's your effort to an NHL wrist shot, and remember, it's a wrist shot. It wasn't a slap shot. It wasn't a one-timer. He had the puck and he wrist shot it. Was it a one-timer? I don't think it was. I think he received it.
It wasn't a one-timer, but he had it. He had it the whole way in the zone, but he kind of did Raquel likes to do it too, like a tuck-in shoot.
A tuck-in wrist shot.
Which
I get, because it throws the goaltender off because it gives him a sense of, oh, the puck's not going where I thought it would go. Let me adjust. But he still chicken winged it, which is, I'm still baffled by that. Okay? So I'm a little confused why that puck went in. And that was the first goal. But whatever. I had the same mentality that everyone else did, right? It's the first goal. It's the first goal. We have a long game. Jari's back. Don't worry. He played phenomenal against Toronto and their guys. So he should be fine today. He should be fine. And he had his moments where he was good. Don't get me wrong. There was breakaways. There was odd man rushes like crazy. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, he made some saves, which is good. Once again, we got to understand the standard, okay? It's kind of like a kicker who never makes a field goal and then makes one, and then they're like, good job. We're like, well, his job is to make field goals. So if he gets 1 out of 3 and we count that as good, that's not good. You know, like, yes, we're trying to get his mentality up, I guess his confidence up, but that's not good for an NFL kicker, nor is it good for an NHL goaltender. So,
can I just challenge you on that comparison? Because
I tried. Go ahead.
Because a field goal kicker, you want to be perfect. Okay, and I understand in theory you want your goalie to be perfect. Yeah. But in reality, you're not going to be perfect. So I think a baseball hitter, like a Hall of Famer, being like 1 for 3.
Soto going to the Mets, Josh?
Not bringing
Just
that
want-
up. Don't you
Yeah,
dare
just
bring
want-
that
I-
up right now.
Josh is a Yankees fan. Just wanted to bring that up real quick.
Sorry, we just got a great pitcher like 2 hours ago, so I'm kind of starting to get over it.
It was like what Max
however,
Fried or something.
Correct. Nice. Hey, I see you on the pulse.
Thanks.
Um,
Hey, Red Sox early conversations in the Juan Soto. As soon as they heard the price tag, they were like, "Yeah, we're out." But anyway,
Yeah, most
go
likely.
ahead. Continue.
So like baseball, like they always say, a Hall of Famer is a 300 hitter. So
Okay.
you kind of want your goalie to be somewhere around like 90% save percentage, somewhere like
Sure.
that. And kind of what you're saying is first goal on the second shot. That's 50% there. Quick math.
Yeah.
That's not gonna get you to 90 right
That-
away.
that's
So
not
I think I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying, and I get it. It's a bad game. I think the perfect way to look at this is that all season, the Penguins have been one step forward, 2 to a dozen steps back. It's just been been bad, and I think right now, with how we've been playing and then getting this performance, I think it's one step forward, 2 steps back. Earlier in the season, it would have been one step forward, 10 steps back. But
yeah.
I'm not counting us out. I shouldn't say I'm not counting us dead at this point. Colorado is a lethal team, and they are also a very fast team, and you saw it tonight. I mean, Cale Makar. Every time I hear
he's great
his
with the
name,
puck.
I always forget how good he actually is until I watch him. And you watch him, and you're like, man, this guy.
Even Nathan McKinnon.
Like, yeah, Nathan McKinnon, though, like I've seen enough times now where it's like,
I see
know.
what you're saying. I
Like,
see what you're
Cale
saying.
Makar is like still under 5 years in the league. Like
No, I get you.
it's
I get you.
it's still kind of breathtaking to see him and being like, oh wow, a defenseman is doing this. Like he's what Erik Karlsson should have been.
Used to be
No, he's better than Erik Karlsson was.
in his prime.
Yes, you can see
I
it.
guess. Well,
Because
his skating and his puck
plays
handling
both.
is better.
He plays both ways phenomenally. Erik Karlsson was not as good defensively, even in his prime.
I mean,
His upper hand
Okay.
was his offense. And I'm sure Cale Makar is the same way, but I think Cale Makar is better all around than he is than
Sure.
Erik Karlsson in his prime.
Yeah,
and I'm
okay,
fine.
I'll take
I'm
that.
fine if people want to come at me with that. I don't care. I see what I see, and Cale Makar is
the eye test, Josh.
he is the man. So glad he's on my fantasy team. But
Okay.
just that team is just light years ahead of where we are. And
yeah, I mean,
but at
Go ahead,
but
sorry.
at the same time, our flaws were very evident today. Very evident. Like every flaw turned into a they capitalized on 1,000%. I lost track of the amount of turnovers. The amount of turnovers tonight were brutal. The lack of passing was rough. There's a certain someone that I'll bring up later that I would like to call out. Even tonight, I thought Crosby had a good game.
You're calling somebody
So I'm going to call someone out. But
okay.
I'm going to need your assistance with it. But you just let me know
Sure.
when you want to
No,
do it.
can we get back to really quick?
Yeah.
We'll definitely call some people out, but let's get back to Jari because he let a bad one in, and then that puck bouncing around, he couldn't really find it. He was on the floor swimming. Puck ended in the back of the net. Wasn't his fault. Fully. It wasn't his fault. Obviously, first you have to have the context of the goalie still needs to do his job. So he still has some responsibility when the puck goes in, no matter how bad the goal is. Still has some bit of responsibility. So, yes, Not fully his fault. The defense was just downright terrible in front of him. No one was playing. They got behind him, and then they stood still. Speaking of standing still, the most glaring goal that showed how bad the Penguins were tonight. Colorado comes in. They were doing a line change. Pens tried to clear the puck, couldn't. Guy comes gets the puck, comes into the offensive zone. Pedersen just watches this guy go around him, not in front of him, around him. And then Jari, watching this all happen, hugs the left post and just watches the guy do a wraparound in front of him. Not a wraparound behind the net. In front of him, puts the puck in, and Jari is just looking dumbfounded. So is Pedersen. I think that was the most obvious. Oh, look at that. Did the Pens win per? I can't read this all the way. Per Dehan?
Yeah, Dehan. Yep.
Dehan. Anyway, and it was just I think that's the most glaring or obvious weakness and obvious how bad we are. If you want to watch how the Penguins have been playing, just watch that one play. Now let's talk about the goal. It says, did the Pens win? Per Dehan. Per Jari.
Oh, sorry.
He also asked Jari about that goal. He said he felt he played it too aggressively. What? Honestly, I did not see him try to do a poke check.
I
have to rewatch it. I have to rewatch it because
I want to say I remember it. Like now seeing that he said that he went for the poke. Like I don't know. I
don't remember it.
I still think it's bad. And did the Pens win is referencing to what Dehan, I think that's how you pronounce it, is doing an interview in the locker room. He also met with Pedersen, and he said Marcus Pedersen for the fourth goal hated letting Valerie, these guys' names, Nichushkin by like that. Now, granted, of course you feel that way, but we keep having these lapses like that. That's where it's like crazy. Like even the first goal, the pinch by Grzelcyk. How many times is Grzelcyk going to pinch and miss the puck? How many times is this going to happen, man? Like, that's why, like, I understand everyone's hatred for Graves. I get it. It's been a season and a half now of just bad Graves. But, like, I get Grzelcyk's, role in the power play and him being a benefit to it. But at the same time, like, his 5-on-5 play is hurting us. And there's times where I question Sullivan saying, is Shea and St. Ivany really that much worse than these two guys, Grzelcyk and Graves? Because a part of me thinks outside of contract values, why can't we just put St. Ivany and Shea out there? There's been times where they look better, but I don't know. That's just my personal opinion about that.
First of all, I have a response to that, and it's not a challenge, but it's just something that I've noticed. Mm-hmm. It's the defensive leadership. Because look at how Letang, Carlson, Pedersen play. They pinch. But that's Sullivan's style. That goes all the way. I know, which is why Grzelcyk is doing it. Which is why Graves does it, and then we get caught up.
They're bad at it. They're bad at it. That's the thing.
I agree, but what I'm saying is monkey see, monkey do. How about we just stop letting the monkeys do stuff? So that's my point. So
Sullivan,
get on the leadership of the defense, which is Letang and Carlson, and tell them to stop. I
disagree with that. Because the thing is, that would be like trying to tell Crosby to stop doing like a certain thing that only he is phenomenal at. Like just because Grizzly and Graves are bad at doing the pinch doesn't mean that you stop guys like Letang and Carlson from doing that. What you need is Sullivan and whoever's in charge of the defense, which I think is David Quinn. You need those two guys to tell Graves and Grizzly, you guys don't do that. And Carlson and Letang and Pedersen, they may do it, but that's not your role because they get caught and odd man rush every single time.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I also am officially kind of same topic, but different conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I say we need to rebuild the defense now.
Oh,
There's no waiting until the trade deadline. There's no waiting. Look at the Avs. Number one team, potential number one team. And they just made a goalie change. They made 2 goalie changes.
2 goalie changes. That's what I was
within
gonna say.
the year, within the season.
Yeah. Almost with the same name, which is wild.
Yeah. Blackwood, Wedgwood.
Wedgwood.
They're like, is he the
all
same
the
guy?
Woods.
How much you want to bet? They're so good that they're like, hey, I thought we made a trade for the Wood goaltender. We're like, we did. You sure? Let's do it again. I feel like we got to push it through again. They traded their starting goaltender, and they're succeeding.
Yeah.
Why aren't we doing that? Because we made a promise to Jari? I'm sorry. Promises aren't going to win the Stanley Cup. We don't know
about promises. We don't know about what
Well,
promises
remember the conversation that Dubas had with Jari when he signed the extension. He said he went to his house, he spoke to him, he gave him his list of objectives, and they got the deal done, which is why they gave him so much, because they put trust in Jari into the future of the Penguins succeeding. Remember? They had that whole conversation Dubas had last year. Well, guess what? We're not succeeding. Get rid of them. And defense-wise, which is the whole thing I'm bringing up, get rid of them. Stop with this. Like, how bad does it need to be where we have... I don't care how good the Avalanche is. They just walked in our zone and scored at will. Mm-hmm. And you have 3-time Norris Trophy winner. You have 2 Hall of Famers. You have Pedersen that's worth something. And you still are letting these bad goals happen. And it happened on one of our best defensemen who has any kind of trade value. Get rid of him. I love Pedersen. I love Letang. I love Carlson. But I love the Stanley Cup more. Go do stuff. And if Dubas isn't on the phone, which I get, Letang is like the last person you're going to have to take calls on because the whole core, all that nonsense. Yes, I know. I'm not oblivious to that. But Carlson, you should be considering. Contract, I know, is the only hurdle. If it wasn't for the contract, he'd be gone by now. He'd be gone. The rumors are all over the internet saying that the Penguins organization is not happy with Erik Karlsson. They bought into Erik Karlsson, and he has not performed. Even with all his pinching, hasn't performed. Get him out. Time to revamp the defense. I like Owen Pickering up there. He did make a lot of mistakes tonight. A lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
But when there was a breakaway, he was the only one giving effort.
Yep.
Which sucks to see.
He beat McKinnon one-on-one a few times.
Yes. Yeah, which was
a few times.
Nice to see. But also delay of game, just not covering his man. Those kind of mistakes, you're like, okay,
rookie
you're
mistakes.
young. I know. But when the rookie mistakes come at a cost, it's kind of like, okay. We got to be a little... I know he's a rookie, and we got to give him some grace. I know.
Yeah, with how bad the overall team was tonight, I don't feel comfortable just picking on... Sorry for lack of better term.
Nice.
picking on Pickering there.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that because at the same time, Malkin couldn't hold on to the puck tonight. You can pinpoint whatever you want.
What were you talking about? Did the Pens win? No, Josh, you keep going. Sorry. He said I literally thought the same thing. I don't know if it was in reference to what you're saying or what I was saying.
Oh, maybe. I think he was talking about when we were talking about the goalie trades with the Wedgwood and Blackwood.
Yeah,
I think that's when that came up.
Okay, yeah.
But I feel like we just can't pick on Pickering.
No,
and
that's fair. That's
fair.
Just, I'll agree with that.
And I get it. He made some mistakes tonight, but I'm fine with this being the night where he makes the mistakes.
When everyone
because
sucked. I agree.
Yeah. Yep. It was.
I agree.
Nice. Did the Pens win? The way you phrase that.
I was referring the wood.
The wood.
No, I agree. I think you're right. We can't pick on Pickering. That's fair. And I'll agree with you on that. You can't because it wasn't just him. And he is a rookie and he's our future, so you can't be too hard on him. So I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. One thing that I want to get back to is defense. Yeah. I think defense is our Achilles heel. I mean, there's a lot of things that hurt us, but our Achilles heel, the thing that keeps on coming back to the conversation, is defense. Defense. I think we need to revamp it. Why wait? Team's not getting any worse. So, I mean, I know we're not the Rangers. We're not the worst team in the league. We're not the Blue Jackets. We're not the Ducks,
Sharks.
The Sharks. We're not the worst, but we're not the best. So if
that's
we're
the worst place to be.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Because here's where I get mad. If Dubas came out tomorrow, and we've talked about this, if Dubas comes out tomorrow and says, "Hey guys, it's not our year. We're not going to win. We're going to be sellers." Thank you for the transparency. I will now adjust my expectations moving forward. Thank you for that. But what they're telling us is that we believe this team can win. That's all they keep on telling us. We believe this team can win. We believe. Belief could only go so far when the evidence on the ice is just downright terrible. Because Dubas, I feel, is all in on the stats. The statistics, all that jazz. But the eye test is not eyeing, okay? It's just not working. The goaltending, yes, we had a spurt of great games. And when we had that, everyone was on board. Everyone was happy. Now we're back to what we were doing in the beginning of the game. I know it's one game, and everyone's going to say that. Louie, it's one game. Come on. I know, but it's game 30, guys. Just last week, it was game 12. That's what it feels like. Just last week, it felt like that. It was early. We kept on saying, guys, it's early. We're almost halfway through the season. When do we start hitting?
That's crazy.
When do we start hitting the panic button? And Josh has said it from the beginning. Christmas is his field goal, his goalposts. And what I was saying on my solo night against the Florida Panthers was we always keep on moving the goalposts. And that is when franchises die. That's when they die. Oh, we're good. Don't worry, guys. We're good. We're not going to fire our coach. Okay, move the goalposts. Guys, we have a team that can compete. Move the goalposts. Next thing you know, it's 30 games in the season. We're not the best. Yet, the best teams are making moves to get better. Sorry.
What's up?
I'm reading.
Who put something up?
Per did the Pens win, per DK, per Mike Sullivan. The fourth goal, the obvious one that we just talked about with Pedersen and all that jazz. We just got beat. there could have been back pressure too. Also, sorry. Let me throw that up there for the people. And then it continues. Also, Sullivan asked if this Sullivan asked if this represented a backward step for Jari. Yeah, I thought it was.
Duh.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a good step forward. He's a starting goaltender of a franchise, and he lets in soft goals. It was 6-2.
Yeah.
Not good. Like, I don't know. And I love and hate Pittsburgh media for this because they ask the stupidest questions. Do you think this was a backward step? No, I thought he played great. Like, what do you want Mike Sullivan to say? But anyway, defense is the biggest problem. And I think Kyle Dubas needs to... I'm not calling for his job. Kyle Dubas is young, and I've said this on my solo. Kyle Dubas is the future. Okay? Yeah. He's young. We should keep him here for as long as we can, unless he, like, sells Sidney Crosby, you know? But he is the young gun. He is the future. He's the Pahogum. We got to trust in what he has for the future of the Penguins. Now, the reason why there's a rush to all of this is because of said Sidney Crosby, where we have 3 years minimum to turn it around and win a Stanley Cup.
That's including this year.
Thank you. So 2 seasons and a half to turn it around and win a Stanley Cup. When I say that out loud, does the first thought come to your mind? Oh yeah, we'll win. You'd be an imbecile to think that we can win a Stanley Cup the way we're playing right now. You know why? Because the Colorado Avalanche is a Stanley Cup caliber team. Look how they just dog-walked us today. You think that's going to win us the Stanley Cup? Jari's going to win us the Stanley Cup? Marcus Pettersson, Crystal Tang, Erik Karlsson, you think they're going to win us the Stanley Cup? No chance. So that is the reason why I am on the train. Sell those guys. Bring up these young guns. Get some new guys for defense. See how that works. Because it's not getting better. We're 30 games in. 30 games in. Josh, Christmas is in 10 days.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Yeah, honestly, like, not good. I mean, I'm still trying to hold out hope because they showed flashes this last week and a half. So who knows what will happen? But in the same breath, the what you're talking about in terms of rebuilding the defense, you know, we put it in a Discord about, like, you know, do you want the Penguins to be sellers at this point? And
also,
I'm fine with them. Oh, yep, sorry. Also on Twitter. But I put it in Discord. I'm fine with them being sellers. However, we can't panic if no trades are actually made because we have no idea what's actually done. You know, it takes 2 to tango in a trade.
Yeah.
These aren't waivers. These are trades. So you need a partner that's willing to take on this player and is willing to provide compensation for said player. So if nothing is done, you can look at it one of 2 ways. 1, Dubas did nothing, or B, Dubas tried and no one took the bait. And I think I don't know who's actually trade worthy, because also as Pahogum, you have to understand, which I'm sure he does, he wouldn't be in this role if he didn't, proper trade value. Mm-hmm. He's not going to trade just to trade. He's not going to trade Marcus Pettersson for a 4th round pick and a bag of chips. He's not an idiot.
Yeah.
So
he's trying to get the best return.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus Patterson is a bad example because he might just because to offload the expiring contract. However, but someone like Eric Carlson, he's not going to just dump him for a late round pick. Just one pick. It's just not going to happen. Too talented, the pedigree, all of that. Contract included, all of it. Just doesn't make any sense. So that's why you're probably not just going to see random trades.
Right.
You know, that's why I think everything was calculated with the Lars Eller trade and then with the Phil Tomasino trade. Everything is calculated. I think he's had his eye on moving Lars Eller, from the start of the season. Sure. And I think the plan was to wait until the trade deadline, but he had just such a great start to the season that it's like you strike while the iron's hot, because I don't know if we would get a third round pick for him, if he fell off at all, which unfortunately I haven't tracked him since he left, but and then the return for Phil Tomasino, a fourth round pick, is already paying dividends. So, say what you want, but that's 2 for 2, for in-season trades. But yeah, I mean, Christmas is in 15 days. I think we only have maybe 3 games, 3-4 games before then.
4, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, not much is going to change, but it's a matter of how they play in those four games. So, we'll kind of see what happens as the days progress and as the games go on.
Games.
So 6 games. Oh, my apologies.
No, you're good.
Who are they? Rattle them off real quick.
Ready? All right. Canadians, Senators, Kings, Predators, Devils, Flyers. That's a roller coaster right there. That's a roller coaster.
I mean,
schedule.
4 wins possibly.
That's what I'm saying. But no, It depends. It depends.
Yeah, maybe 3.
It depends on what Pens show up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
100%.
the Penguins that played today show up against any of these teams, it's a loss. But if the teams that show up that played the Toronto Maple Leafs, then 4 wins sound pretty good, But I hate complacency. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand what those two things meant until. Switching gears, Josh. Regardless on how everything works out, we're going to talk about more in our weekly episode that will come out later this week. So I don't want to give too much
which
away.
Maybe should I save my call out for the weekly? Let's do that.
Well, give us a little preview,
teaser.
Josh. Give us a little
teaser.
preview.
Oh, well, all right. So without saying names yet, you got to tune in for the weekly. A certain Penguins Twitter account is calling out a certain Penguins player, and I can't wrap my head around it, and I'm tired. I don't care how the
thought I was just starting stuff. It's the same, but I'm not crazy.
There's a trend, and this is the point where I can't, and I'll pull up receipts. So right now, I was just gonna read them, but the weekly
pulling out receipts.
We're gonna put up every single one, and I'm gonna debunk everything that he says.
Everything he has ever said, and no, it is not Mark Madden.
No, it is not.
It's not Mark Madden. First of all,
you could really.
Mark Madden is all over
stuff.
the place. He's all over the place. But one thing that I do like about Mark Madden, he'll own up to it, like if he is wrong. But he always kind of says he's just not wrong all the time. So It's a very rare.
And-
I did see it once where he was like, "Oh, I stand corrected" or something, and I was like, "Okay,
Yeah,
you owned up to it."
and
But
he knows who to go after and who not to go after.
correct.
And
Very
there's
good point.
there's a certain phrase, if you aim for the throne, you best not miss, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you aim for the crown, you best not miss.
I've heard that.
And that's what this person is doing.
Yeah.
So use your context clues of who they're trying to go after on the Penguins. It's not a Twittered beef. This person is
Oh, we're coming
challenging
to this person's defense right now.
Yeah, it's they're going after someone's effort and skill.
Yeah,
Just
which is wild.
wild.
When you find out who we're talking about, and it's not Ryan Graves, I promise.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. All right. One last thing. I mean, it's not even notable, but Nedeljkovic got hit in the face with a puck today.
Yeah, he did.
And
Poor guy.
I had a friend who went to the game tonight, and he said Ned just got hit in the face with a puck. And I said, "What?" And obviously they're there earlier, like they see it live, of course.
Yeah.
And then there's like a minute delay, 2 minutes delay of what we see on TV. So I was like, dude, no one said anything yet. And then eventually, as I was texting back and forth, they just said Nedeljkovic just went back to the locker room. And I was like, are you kidding me? He was gone for a very long time, comes back out, bruise on his face. Like, the dude's injured. So will he start Thursday? No, I don't think so. Unless
think
that
so?
got him going. Maybe that got him
I
going.
think I think he'll still start. I mean, he got stitched up, came out. Like, I think they gave him the old boxer treatment. You know, they stitched him up and then gave him like that like metal ice thing, just pressing on it.
Just press it. And you're like, you're fine, dude.
Yeah, get back out there. Round 13.
Yeah, but the fact that depends when. He said he's fine. He just needed stitches. The fact that he needed stitches on the bench.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
And you know what people don't talk about? The times you get hit and you don't see it, they hurt more. I
They're
don't
the
care
worst.
what you say.
Mhm.
I don't care what you say. A punch hurts worse when you don't know where it's coming from. So he's sitting on the bench probably talking to the boys, open the door,
No,
and all of a
he's
sudden,
not.
bang.
No, because it was the clearing that hit the
No, I know.
the round.
I know, but I'm saying he's not paying attention.
he's not chatting. No,
No.
he was paying attention. It was just coming too quick. There's nothing he could do about it.
Josh, he's a professional goaltender. Pop.
He's fully exposed. He's fully exposed. No.
Pop. Right there with the glove. Just. Anyway,
No.
I don't know.
Which
yeah,
I would-
obviously.
do you know that are they sitting there with their gloves and blocker? No,
it depends.
right?
No. It depends on who it is. So
Really?
it's preference.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
obviously they have the bottom half. You're not gonna
they have their
take all
they
of
have
that
their
off.
pads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some goalies don't wear anything on their hands. They'll just wear a hat, right?
Yeah.
A lot of goaltenders will just wear a hat and have their glove on, not their blocker. So if a puck
Okay.
does come, they just go blah blah. There you go.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends on the goaltender, and it also depends on what arena, because there are some arenas where you're behind the boards on another
Oh
end.
yeah. Like in the Zamboni section.
Yeah, so then you wouldn't
Yeah.
need your glove because you're
you
just
don't need
chilling
anything.
behind the glass, So it all depends. So it depends where you're at. Depends on who you are as a person. But yeah, weird
Yeah.
stuff. He is fine. He is back. Bruise, stitches, wild. Just chilling there. And all of a sudden, the TV just shows like he's just a towel and he's getting like escorted back in the locker room. And you're like, what else could go wrong for the Pittsburgh Penguins right now?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it kind of felt like.
Yeah. Here, can I say one highlight that people aren't going to talk about? Josh Getzoff's water boy impression. Did you not hear it?
think I missed it.
He was like, he was talking about tackle fuel or whatever when he was. I have to go pull it up. I have to pull it up. I don't know where it is. I would have to
Gonna have to
rewatch
find
the
it.
broadcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have to rewatch
So,
everything.
oh my gosh, he did like the accent and everything, like the Adam Sandler, and I was looking at my phone because about to tweet, and then he said something like, "What is it? It's nature's what? Give me a quote that Waterboy says."
I don't know.
Josh,
I
what?
have no idea what you're referring to.
Waterboy,
Like,
Adam Sandler, football.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Give me a quote, anything.
The only reason why alligators are ornery is
No,
because
get out of here. All right, that's not what I'm talking about. He's like, it's nature's whatever. I don't know.
About what, water?
H2O. Josh, the water boy, Josh.
I know, but no. What is Josh talking about?
So they were talking about Malkin drinking water or something, and then Colby Armstrong said it's like the water boy, and then Josh gets off, gives a quote.
That's some high quality H2O?
Yeah, something like that. And he does the voice. He goes like, "That's high quality H2O," and I'm like, "Who said that?" And it was Josh Getzoff. No one's talking about it.
I just like how all game he's like, Cody Glass is still looking for his first goal of the year. Still looking for his first goal of the year. Sure enough, Cody Glass scores. Should start doing that more, I guess.
Also, another Josh Getzoff shout out. He tried to jinx Wedgwood by saying Wedgwood still looking for his second shutout because he got a shutout not yesterday, but last game against the New Jersey Devils. And I was like, way to use that curse for good.
Yeah.
Like saying, hey, this guy's trying to get a shutout. I'm trying to help you boys. I'm trying to help you boys from up here. So I appreciate that from
That's true.
Josh Getzoff.
Because he does it on the other side too. Like he's not afraid to just be like, yeah, Jari's looking for shutout here tonight, and
oh my
sure
gosh.
enough, goal.
Yeah, that's what drives me nuts.
And he doesn't believe that exists.
He doesn't. Yeah, we've had him on the podcast. He says he doesn't believe in it, so he'll say it.
And it's
we're
real.
like,
It's real. Like
the
I mean,
broadcast curse is real.
It really is. I don't believe in many curses like that. Like I think any, but that one. And like I think I genuinely started. Like obviously when I played baseball, you know, you don't talk about a no hitter. Everyone knows that one. But like, several years ago, I forget the guy's name now. He's like a Hall of Fame broadcaster for NBA. Not Marv Albert. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name.
We're just forgetting everything tonight.
Yeah, but he's talking about how Steph Curry is like career 93% free throw shooter, and boom, misses. And he literally, Steph Curry literally turns around and like looks at the table, because like in the NBA, all the broadcasters are literally sitting at the scorer's table, and like he's like pointing, like trying to figure out, hey, who said something. Like he knew that he only missed because someone said something.
Yeah.
It wasn't because his shot was off, because if anyone watches
hey, who
any
said it?
type of basketball,
Who got in my kitchen?
Yeah, because if you watch Steph Curry, he can make a million free throws if no one says anything. But the moment someone says something, he knew. Who was it? Who says it? So that's when I'm just this may actually be legit.
Despise when announcers do this all the time. They do it all the time, and it needs to be stopped. Actually, it needs to be stopped. It needs to be addressed, and it needs to be stopped. Every time we have Josh Getzoff on the podcast, I always say, "What's up with these? Stop doing it." And he goes, "I don't believe in it. I'm going to continue doing it." I'm like, "Well, I don't." and no one else appreciates it as well.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care, which
Yeah.
fine. He's a professional. He can do whatever he wants. But next time we have him on the air, I'm going to say, first of all, if you're going to do it for the other guys more.
Yeah.
Say, Nathan McKinnon never broke his leg trying to dangle, and then boom, you're like, dude. Broadcast is cursed, dude.
And NES is paying attention. He says he does it too much against us.
He really does.
Yeah.
He really does. He goes, the Penguins haven't been getting any penalty. Oh, delay of game on the Penguins. It's like, stop it. Or he will say something like not against us, but he'll state something. There was a game, I don't know, it was like a few games ago, where he said there hasn't been a penalty called yet.
Yeah.
Because
the
it was
first
the
one's
play.
Against us. Yeah.
It was literally like 5 seconds after he said it. There was a tripping call. And I'm just like, dude, stop it. Anyway.
Yeah.
I have to now go. Now what's bothering me is what he said. But he did do an accent. He did do it. It was either him or Colby Armstrong. But I don't think Colby Armstrong did it because he was the one talking about the water and Waterboy. And then all of a sudden I heard the impression, and then it went dead silent for a hot second.
Now this is going to sound horrible, but like in my mind, if Colby Armstrong is trying to do an accent, wouldn't like his Canadian come out more? Like, cause he's like when he,
yes,
I feel like he hides his accent really well, because if you watch videos of him when he's like not trying to be press guy Colby Armstrong, he's got a pretty thick Canadian accent, which I mean he's Canadian. He's Canadian. I'm not trying to
I would want to hide that accent as well, Josh, okay? I don't want a Canadian accent.
Yeah.
I'd rather take a true Yinzer accent downtown than going, let's go to Tim Hortons and get some Timbits, eh?
That's
no. I don't want to be talking like that. I don't want to be talking like... Even though I'm a Vikings fan in Minnesota, they do talk like that a little bit.
Yeah, very much so.
Sorry there. We're just casual Minnesota Vikings fans, But I don't like it. I don't like it, Josh.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, it's suspicious how nice they are. I think that's there's something to that. There's something to that. My old boss he is Canadian.
Used to be.
Well, he moved from
technically
Canada.
He's an American citizen now, right?
Yeah,
so he used to be Canadian.
Technically used to whatever. But he said this, like, the stereotype of Canadians being nice. He says that's bogus because what they'll do is be nice to your face and then talk immediate trash about you. And he said the ones that do it the most are in Quebec. He goes, because they'll speak French. And they hate in Quebec, they hate English speakers.
Yes. I know that. I've never even been there, and I know that. I can
They'll start fights because, like, if you go to a bar in Quebec and you start, like, ordering drinks in English, they'll be, like, all over you. They'll be chirping you and stuff. Canada is just a horrible place to live in. There's a place that they literally call none of it because they don't want any part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they want none of it.
They want none of it, so they gave it away. Canada sucks, dude. When hockey players, they'll go, here's a list of teams I don't want to play for, and it's all the Canadian teams. I get it. At first, when I was younger, I'm like, what are you talking about? Wouldn't you want to go play in Canada? It's where hockey is.
No, I think it has something more to do with the
taxes.
the finances. Yeah.
Yeah, because they take everything out of your taxes.
Well, yeah,
How do you
and
think
the
they
dollar
fund things over there?
The dollar is worth less up there than it is here.
Correct.
So
loons, Josh. Loons on the dollar. I don't know what it's called. Loon is a coin there. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
it's a Canadian dollar, not a U.S. dollar. I think
it doesn't. I don't give a crap. Like Truba, he said he doesn't want to play in Canada. When that whole trade went down and it was wild, he said, I ain't going to Canada.
Yeah.
There was teams that were interested that were Canadian, and he was like, I ain't coming.
Such a wild trade, because wasn't it just like 2 years ago that they were like, this guy's our future?
He's
like,
he was the captain, Josh. He was
yeah,
the captain
that's
of
what
the
I'm
team.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Isn't that like,
yeah, it was
and
wild.
it was a big thing like when he became the captain, because he's like, he's the enforcer. Why are you making the captain the enforcer?
He's the locker room guy, and everyone looks up to him.
I never liked him.
Josh,
Never
yeah, because he would fly with his elbows first and try to kill people on ice.
Yeah.
He was like Happy Gilmore out there. But anyway, when they had an interview, which I've never seen. I've never seen an interview after. Yeah, I'm the only guy who took a skate off and tried to
skate off.
Anyway, I never seen an interview with a guy who just got traded and asking them about the details of the trade. The Penguins and whoever we're playing. Who did we play? Florida? I think it was Florida.
When?
ESPN broadcast. They were like, we're going to interview.
Rangers.
It was the Rangers. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So they were like, we're going to interview Trouba about the trade. I was like, what? And I was like, I want to watch this because this is wild. And they were like, why'd you choose that? Or like, why did you do that? Or did your agent try to do this? You could tell like Trouba was just like, I wanted to stay with my family. That was the only reason why I did not want to get traded during the offseason. And they go, okay, what about the Red Wings? Didn't you want to go to the Red Wings? And he was like, they were not interested. And Kevin Weeks were like, I'm an insider. They were interested. And you could tell Drew was like, no, they were not, because I probably would be in the Rangers right now, dude. Anyway, wild stuff in hockey. Wild stuff.
Yeah.
Jinxes, Ned getting hit in the face with a puck. Jari absolutely sucking. Defense sucks. Sell. Sell, Josh. That's where I'm at.
We should clip that video of that old CNN stock guy.
Yeah, from like
screaming,
sell. That's what I always think
early 2000s.
Yeah, when
guy.
he smashes things with the
yeah,
the bat.
Yeah.
Something's
That's
happening
exactly right. Yeah.
It was during what is it?
The recession.
Iron Man. Iron Man. There was a scene where about Tony Stark, because he said he wanted to stop making weapons. And they were like, Stark Industries, like, what are you going to do with that stock? He goes, sell. And he smashes the mug with the baseball bat. And they like turned it off. Yeah, that guy. And every
that's
time
a real
I say,
guy. That's a real guy.
I know that's a real show. That's like people watch that. Which is wild with money, and you're watching guys smash mugs with baseball bats. But anyway,
that's why we had a great recession, because that's where we took our financial advice.
That guy, he was like, he smashed Walmart's mug, but not Amazon's. I feel like I should put my stock in Amazon. But that scene where he goes sell. Every time I think of hockey teams selling at the trade deadline, I think immediately that clip where they put the mug of the Penguins right there, and they smash it with a bat. Sell. That's what I think of. Anyway, all right, good. Let's end this podcast.
Yeah,
because it kind of went off on the deep end there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, we go live after every single Penguins game, no matter how bad it is. So we go on all major social media platforms. You could find us at Pens Collective. We have a Discord /Penguins Collective. And what we're trying to do is get 300 followers on Twitter and 100 subscribers on YouTube. I'm pretty sure we hit 90.
Nice.
90 subscribers on YouTube. And I know what you're saying. Only 90? Yeah, and if you subscribe, maybe we get up higher. Okay?
And I understand if you're watching right now, you're like, hey, I'm already subscribed. I don't need to do anything. Oh, not so fast. Share it. Tell a friend. Be a friend. Make sure that they subscribe. That's how
Yeah.
we get there.
That's-
One
Mhm.
friend tells another, and then they tell two people. It's the rumor mill. It's the rumor mill. 277
Things that depends
followers on X.
That's us.
Yeah.
That's us. Yeah.
Yeah, we
We're
are
close.
almost there.
We're good. Yeah, it says it depends, but he has like thousands of followers on
I know
YouTube.
that guy
And
gave us some good insight though.
yeah,
I,
he did.
I,
He did.
I
We
try
appreciate it.
to like as much as I can. I think
I
the
try to
issue
get
now,
into the comments.
yeah, the issue now though is like with Twitter not being able to see who likes stuff
Correct.
anymore. I feel like that kind of hurts us. But yeah. All right.
Oh,
well,
NES, totally get it. But here, last thing, Josh. Hey, Josh. If you don't know what to get me for Christmas, you can always get Rogue Energy. All right? Did you?
I actually told Lauren that. I was like whoever has Louie for Secret Santa should just get him Rogue. And she goes, "But that's your own sponsor. That doesn't make sense." And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he would still want it.
Yeah. I still do. Well, I'm good on Rogue because I took advantage of their Black Friday deal, and I'm stocked up. I do like their energy drinks, the carbonated ones. They are really good. 5 calories per can, Josh. So if you like that, make sure you get it. But they're still running a BOGO deal right now. So instead of getting like gift cards after you purchase, which is what their whole Black Friday deal was, they're now doing like a advent calendar of deals.
Oh yeah, starting in a couple of days.
Yeah. So they're getting some deals for you. So if you want to get Rogue Energy, make sure you go to rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective and use code TPC10 for 10% off your purchase. And if you have a better deal and not using the code TPC10, just use our link, and that helps us out even better. We appreciate it. The website is coming soon. We're gonna have some merch up, and we're gonna put up a contest in our Discord to see who can come up with the best T-shirt design. So we're gonna do that. Not design, but like some phrases that we want to do. Concept. So if you want to get in on that, make sure you join our Discord. It's in our bio. Josh, is there anything else these beautiful people need to know?
No, I think you literally nailed everything.
Yeah,
Weekly is coming out
Later this week.
Thursday?
Probably. Thursday or Friday, only
because we have a game Thursday.
Bingo bongo. So
Yep.
maybe. Maybe I'll stream. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. It just kind of pops
There's
up.
no schedule. Is it late? Is it early? Who knows? I did a stream at 4 p.m. once, and I did a stream at midnight, 1 a.m. Who knows?
Yeah.
Be on the lookout. Have your phone constantly in your hand and wait for that notification. But that'll do it. Josh,
Bummer night.
let's be like Juan Soto and head on out. How do you feel? Extra $5
don't
million decided to leave for the Mets. Extra $5
Don't
million.
like that. Don't like that comparison, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is what it
$5
is.
million per year, but yeah.
Yeah, but Josh, you wanted to play in,
The slums of New York. Yeah, I get
yeah, I know.
it. Yeah.
Whatever. He's going to sell out after a couple of years and try to get that contract moved. Anyway, we're not a baseball podcast. We're a hockey podcast. So maybe we can try to use that to move Erik Karlsson's contract. We'll see.
All I'll say, though, these athletes' contracts are getting ridiculous. 3 quarters.
What was it?
$765 million. 3/4 of $1 billion. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous.
So
I
if
don't
I'm
care
paying
who you
someone
are.
that much, they better hit the ball every single time they're at bat.
Yeah.
And they should be throwing out at home every
You
single
expect
time he catches
perfection.
a fly ball. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because you know what's wild? We think a big contract in the NHL is 11 million. Put that in perspective. 11 million. We're like, we need to offload that.
11 million per. 11 million per.
Sure.
So let's say like 100 mil.
Yeah. We're like,
So
that's a tough
7
swallow
times.
there. And they're like,
7.5 times that.
and you had 2 organizations going, yeah, we'll pay you 700. We'll do it. Who cares? Anyway, that's baseball. Who cares about baseball? I think they're overpaid anyway. All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next one. As always, Josh!
Let's go Pens.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Trinity shot. Penguins win it.
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
We're a collective.
I'm in my zone. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watch, I'm doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. I'm